Hello everyone, my name is Crumps and welcome to a beginner's guide to surviving the Aftermath Platinum Update. This Platinum Update is the last update in early access and we're waiting for the date of the full release, which I hope will be in the near future or maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe a little longer. Only time will tell. In this video, I will go through the most important things on how to survive in the early game. Let's jump in there. Before we start building our colony, we need to find a good location for our campsite. I don't want it too close to the pollution, so I will place it down here next to the entrance. Then it's time to start with our living quarters. We have two prefab tents that I will add, and I place them between the lake and the area where we will be working. I add a recycler so we can collect plastic. And I also add a stockpile next to it so that the workers don't need to run all the way down to our campsite to deliver the plastic. I also add a food storage next to the tents because we will add a fishing pier in the lake, which means that there will be plenty of fish close to where the people live. Then it's water time, and I will add 2 wells. I start by adding the first one in the green area here. The water is not that good, the efficiency, but when we have researched deep wells, they will have 100%. So we just need a little bit of water in the beginning here. I also add this water collector as a backup. I will not use it until it's necessary. So maybe if we have a heat wave in the early game, we can just activate that and we will have water. And the last thing before we shoot the flare and call in our colonist is health. We need an outhouse so the people can go and do what we all need to do. And we also need a medical tent because people will move around collecting, gathering materials, and they will move through polluted areas and they will be infected. If we don't have a medical tent up and running, they will die and we will lose all the colonists. So this is actually the most important thing after water, a medical tent. Let's shoot the flare. And we wait for our colonists to arrive. The first thing you should do is to use your specialist to collect materials. Start with planks close to the stockpile. Our colonists will move from our campsite to the area where they live and work. And we don't want them to go through pollution or nearby. So I will add roads to kind of steer them away from the pollution. We also need to prepare for winter storms. So we can build burners so we keep our colonists nice and warm. So I will add one that covers both tents, and then we can add more tents inside this area because we want all our colonists to have a shelter. You should also note that we need firewood for the burner. We don't have any wood production or firewood production going yet, but we will very soon. Food is also important, but in the early game, we will have enough on just berries. We will soon add a fishing hut here, but we need to build the gate. That's the most important thing. So let's place it. In the meantime, we can build a scout tower because we want to access these 2 lakes pretty quickly. So I will add a scout tower, which will help us reveal the map. When the gate is built, send all available specialists to the world map, but remember to keep at least 1 specialist at home at all times for protection. From what I've heard, there's always 1 science spot in the starting area. Collect that science right away so we can start researching the tech tree. There are 5 different branches of the tech tree. It's food, resources, infrastructure, community, and safety. I recommend that you start with safety because we need to keep our colonists alive. We need more work slots in the medical tent and we need increased healing speed. The second thing to focus on is boosting the food production. Go for ice fishing and wider piers so we can add more colonists as fishermen, which will result in more food. The third and final thing I recommend in the tech tree is to go for the drilled wells. Since water is very important for survival, I say this is the way to go. Instead of directed heat that the queue selected for me, I will go for larger drums after water pipes instead. When we have all of these techs, we are all in a good place and have most of the stuff you need for survival. And now it's up to you to build your colony the way you want. One last thing, animals can be dangerous. Use the filter to find the dangerous ones, gather your specialist and go out for a hunt to remove them. On the plus side, you will get plenty of extra food. Do you agree with my tips? Please leave a comment. Don't miss my Let's Play series of the Platinum update that is running right now. I will put a link in the description below. Thank you for watching. See you next time.